Thank you so much. I have to say, when I spent so many days in the last 18 months looking at students on screens and not working with people in person, I took a lot of time to think about what's really the most important about what we do. And it was interesting. I thought, well, should we do, what about these concerts? Well, one group comes out and plays a few songs, and the next group comes out and plays a clap. And a few things that really stuck with me, and I wanted to share with you guys if I could. The one thing, especially when people come back together, is how wonderful and special it is for a bunch of young people to be able to get together every day at school and make music together. It is. It's so easy for you to pick up the phone. And I, as a teacher, who try to instill in musical independence and persistence and all of those things that we do, but when we come together, what is here is more than the sum of the individual parts. And what we're able to learn from each other and to give to one another is really great. And that's the first thing that I would spend my time thinking about, especially since we were back here. Another thing that struck me was how in this world of perpetual distraction, music takes sustained, sophisticated concentration. Not just for an hour concert, not just for a 47-minute class, but for years. Can you think back to when these wonderful students started 5 years ago or more? And if I said, here's what's gonna happen, but it's gonna take 5 years. It's amazing these days in times of life hacks and easy answers and instant gratification, to see students work at something and continue to get better. One thing that music always teaches me is there's always more to learn. I feel a little bit like those Olympic coaches I watched this summer after these athletes did something amazing. And they got up to them and got in their ear and said, you need to work on this, and this. That's what I do every day. They're 95% right. And we keep working for that extra 5%. And we get to enjoy the product that's here today too. The third thing that I was struck with is that music is medicine. And I don't say that lightly. The last year and a half was a year and a half of isolation and trauma for a lot of people. And what music gives us, we need as much as any nourishment that we have around. And so when I think of what we're doing, it's not just working for a concert, getting better, and having fun to the best of our ability every day. But I feel like we're laying the infrastructure for lives of empathy and compassion and community. I know that everyone here values music and the arts, and so do I, especially this year. And so I thank you for your persistence through the last 18 months that we went through. And I thank you for your support and commitment to these students and for their future.